under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Kansas City Royals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with a bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on the show, and it's coming up next. Brady Singer gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
Eduardo Fernandez.
Here comes the first pitch. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
First pitch, 7:07.
The 1-0 home. Takes this the other way to right. But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
Stepping in now, Jorge Polanco. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Count is 2 balls and no strikes to the Brewers DH. A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. The 2-0 on the way. Pulled toward right center field. Castillo is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Batting third, the second baseman, Kevin Newman.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope. Ball 1.
2 out, nobody on. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Perez recovers, and the throw to first ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ballgame. Page Richardson is on the mound here on the road for Game 1 of the World Series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. It'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Like Jason Dominguez. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Happ is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. A chance now from McKay to have a look at the starting 9 for these Royals. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. I mean, he's got over 400 home runs. Any manager would be happy to pencil his name in the lineup and rely on that power every time he comes to the plate. What a luxury this club has.
So now to the plate, Mark Kobayashi, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Kobayashi is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Hit down the third baseline. He's got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. They don't smile, they just cry. Waiting for our ship to come, but our ship's not coming back. Digging in now for Kansas City, Evo Jimenez looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Infield in the overshift here, now the pitch. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
And he clearly couldn't make up his mind on that one coming in. A swing and a miss.
Late swing on that curveball right there to run the count 0-2. Don't think he recognized that one too well.
Pops this one up. Law moving to his left, and that ends the inning. KC down in order. We are still scoreless. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. Here's the pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Outside, 2-1.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
The 3-1. Swung on and missed. A full count now.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Full count still. The next 3-2. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Next for Milwaukee, Kyle Tucker. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, the pitch. 0-1 the count. Has a look, now the pitch.
Whoa, that pitch is out.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Sherten Apostle. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Swung on and missed. That strike 2. All even at 2-2. Here it is.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
Tucker, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now a throw over and the runner back. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these two teams took to get where they are tonight. Now at the plate, Elliott Law, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time. Fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Lays off 2-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
At the plate, Nick Dini. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. From the belt, the pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. As he arrives at second without a play as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation for the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI 2-bagger.
And in steps Scott Kingery as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Make a good pitch right here and get your offense back in the dugout after only giving up 1 run.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Brewers get a run on the RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Milwaukee. Last half of the second set to go. And that'll bring up Jorge Soler with his now. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Two and 2 to Jorge Soler.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Jorge Soler becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second.
The flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire.
And up steps Salvador Perez. as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. One out, nobody on. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2. Ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher. Woods Richardson has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does.
Here's Jurickson Profar. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
A ball and a strike.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch.
That's bolted.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Fernandez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Settling in now, Eduardo Fernandez.
The right fielder, Eduardo Fernandez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Jorge Polanco waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Right fielder coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jorge Polanco.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. First delivery to him on the way. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
That misses. 1-2. Bases are empty. One man out. Counts even 2-2 for Polanco.
I got to count 2-2.
Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Kevin Newman.
Standing in, Kevin Newman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter is going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The 1-2. This one's flared off to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
To the plate now, Ian Happ. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two out with the man at first. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leads 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Stepping into the box, Art Park, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We see the bottom part of the lineup get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Offered it a low one there, but came up empty.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor, and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
3-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Right to him. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Keep it coming. Ooh, keep it running. Leave it messy. Go ahead and leave
In now, Ronnie Mauricio.
Love it, baby. Twist it, honey. Do it like you mean it, darling.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and ouch. That one drilled him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And now they'll muscle out there. That was quite a shot into it. You see him down on the knee. There's one thing I know about this guy. He went down Sacramento with his knee. All indications. It looks like he's going to try to contest the dishes, baby. Stepping in Runners on first with one down. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Runners on the move for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
That's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well, too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
Runner at second here with one man out. Hit out towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
'Cause you know, that's why we're gonna dance, 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 dance. We could dance, dance all night. Take it, dance, dance.
In now, Jason Dominguez, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. And they're runners at the corners now. The 1-0 home. Back up the middle. And this is a base hit, and that'll get him on the board as this ball game is tied at 1.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
So digging in now, Mark Kobayashi. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit down the line at first. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Faces all around me, they don't smile, they just cry. Waiting for our ship to come.
Ready for another chance. Even in a minute. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
Pennies in a jar. What are we saving for?
Looking to minimize the damage here. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0.
Well, that curveball was really a hanger, and that's not a good sign. He's got to get back on track. He needs that release point to get out front and get the ball down in the zone.
2-0 now. The 2-0.
That's
3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And the count will be full. A payoff pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Royals settle for just the one. On to the fourth now in game number 1. All tied at 1-1. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Brewers manager to discuss his thoughts on Milwaukee's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. All set for the start of the inning, and in to hit next will be the outfielder Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope, that's down. Nope, inside, ball 2.
2-0 count. The pitch. Hard liner to center field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Now back, third baseman, Apostle.
Now batting, Sherten Apostle, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here it comes.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And he misses there, 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Into the box, Elliott Law. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it's going to be in time as Perez fired a strike to get him that time.
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw. He did it just right, and he nabs another base runner.
The windup and the 0-1. Hot shot on the ground to short. Reined in. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Brewers go down quietly. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Walkney.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. That'll bring up Jorge Soler to get next. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope, outside.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Up high, 2-1 now.
2-1.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Shoots this one over to first. Scooped up. And that's the first down.
Love is a burning
The catcher,
flame,
Salvador Perez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
and it makes a fiery ring.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Fernandez is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The one and only. The one and only.
Digging in now, Jurickson Profar. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The pitch. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. One run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Royals. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And a changeup. Couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
At the plate, Martin Park. And at first after the 2-out walk. Has a look, now the pitch. Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. Park, 28 years old. He was a first-round pick back in the 2021 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
1-1. Misses, ball 2. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Sliced hard on the ground. Fielded cleanly. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Kansas City. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Nick Deeney.
Nick Deeney.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Swings through it for strike number 2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
A bouncer to the left side. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Scott Kingery.
Into the box now, Scott Kingery comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming, here it is. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
The 1-1 home.
Count 2-1.
you could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count. The ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
He's set. Here it comes. Eduardo Fernandez stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
The 1-1 home is in there for the 2nd strike. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Popped up. Jimenez is under it near the mound. The 2nd for 1.
The designated hitter, Jorge Polanco.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jorge Polanco. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
The 1-2. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is high. The throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Heading out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Brewers strand 1. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and stepping up as the shortstop, Ronnie Mauricio. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. Happ has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Bring the number provided and come on over.
All over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Ready now, Alexi Castillo.
When they let the game, they need a number and say don't.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, inside.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here comes the 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. 2 balls and a strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
1 out, nobody on. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9th of getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches on that last pitch. Was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
So the lineup flips over and digging in. Jason Dominguez, a hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. From the stretch, way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in. Standing in now, Mark Kobayashi. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 2-1 seared down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. And another foul ball. Throw over to first, back in standing. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the payoff pitch home. This is skied into short left center. Tucker waits on it, and that's the 3rd out. Royals leave 1. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Alfonso Acevedo takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 7, Alfonso Acevedo.
Ready once again, Kevin Newman. He singled his last time up.
The second baseman, Kevin Newman.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there, and it's 0-1. Acevedo, the left-hander that stands 6 foot 1 inches tall. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The 0-1 delivery. In there, strike 2. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. There to make the catch is Jimenez, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ian Happ. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. Here it comes, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Now a swing and a fly ball, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he fouls this one off. He'll try it again, 3-2. Hard hit ball to second. And there are 2 away now.
Up next for Milwaukee, the left fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Digging in, Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First offering on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And right into the shift, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly over the bullpen and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, and the Brewers take a 2-1 lead.
Hitting a home run in the World Series is special at any point. Hitting a home run in the World Series that gives your team the lead, that's something to tell the grandkids about.
Stepping in now, Sherten Apostle, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Castillo is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. The Brewers get a run, and it comes here on the long ball. Bottom of the sixth is straight ahead. 2-1 Milwaukee. Ronaldo Lopez enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Number 40, Ronaldo Lopez.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Emo Jimenez. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past.
So give me something to believe.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. The 1-0. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. He's going to have to lower his sights.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Jeez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Rising with the morning sun.
In is Jorge Soler. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Windup and the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the sixth. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Into a burning ring of fire.
Into the box now, Salvador Perez. And he puts it on the ground to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
You best believe me, you better go and see the one and only. The one and only.
Now at the plate, Jurickson Profar, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Kansas City. They're down 2-1. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Elliott Law. now the pitch. Bouncer up the middle. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the catcher, Nick Deeney.
Now to the plate, Nick Deeney. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Here's one for Profar at second. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Scott Kingery.
Coming to the plate now, Scott Kingery. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Now the 2-1.
Back down 2-2.
And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Gone in order are the Brewers as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Last half of the 7th here, and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Art Park.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1-0 pitch on the way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Nice job there. The leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
To the plate now, Ronnie Mauricio. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just off the plate and high, ball 1.
1-1.
1 out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Now the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, and that's in there, base hit. And there's your tying run at second base with a one-out double. Paul Fry takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
Number 52, Paul Fry.
At the plate now, Alexi Castillo, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Swinging a ground ball to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Cause you know, that's why we gon' dance, 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 dance. We could dance, dance all night when we keep it going.
Striking in, Jason Dominguez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Chillin' no rules, we are renegades. In a fade, one option. Let's move like nobody's watching.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Offered and missed. Here's the throw. It's there in plenty of time. He's out trying to steal third as they get the lead runner here. 2 out here and a runner at second. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. A 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter for Kansas City. In the dirt here. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Stepping up now, Mark Kobayashi. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded slowly to the left side. Kingery's there. And an offline throw, but he puts the tag on for out number 3. Royals strand a pair. Our score remains 2-1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Eduardo Fernandez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Here's the first pitch to him. The 1-0 home. Weekly hit to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jorge Polanco.
Striding forward now is the DH, Jorge Polanco. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike.
And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Hit back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So now to the plate, Kevin Newman, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. Throw won't get him.
The center fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Ian Happ. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
Fouled off.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Now the 2-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
Andres Munoz answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Sherten Apostle will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch reined in. On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. Brewers leave them loaded. They lead it 2-1. J.D. Hemmer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of the inning now. And up next, the exciting Eloy Jimenez.
Waiting for our ship to come, but our ship's not coming back. We do our time like pennies in a jar. What are we saving for?
Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Ball and no strikes. Here it is.
That's in. Ball 2.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
2-1 to the Royals' first baseman.
great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 2-1.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
The 3-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Full count. 3-2.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. It seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Jorge Soler will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And that is off the wall in right field. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold it third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Justin Dean will come on now and pinch run here. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Salvador Perez. And he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and go-ahead runs, both of which are standing in scoring position.
The ring of fire, the ring of fire.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Well, the Royals have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
The 1-0. Popped up. Law over to his right. 1 out.
That's exactly what they wanted on that pitch to Arizona. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-up. Well executed pitch there.
Stepping up to the plate, Jurickson Profar. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the fourth play is now in order. Standing in with the bases loaded, Art Park, as he'll go to work on trying to bring home the tying run from third. First delivery to him on the way. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
2-0 now. One's in there on the black. 2-1. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Swing and a fly ball, and this should at least get home the tying run. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are two gone. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game.
That was a really good at bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up in any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ronnie Mauricio is in with two away as he takes a ball 1-0.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. One and two, the counts of the Royals shortstop. From the stretch, the 1-2. And strike three called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Royals settle for just the one. We're on to the ninth here in game one. And we are tied 2-2. Into the box now, Elliott Law.
Off for the Brewers, the first baseman, Elliott Law.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. The 0-1 pitch.
Ball, inside.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Dominguez will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number one.
Nick Dini.
Stepping into the box, Nick Dini. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. And that misses 1-1.
1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. And now a pitch on the way. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
In now, Scott Kingery, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. Hits ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deep.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Chris Voigt comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Number 18, Chris Voigt.
First pitch coming, here it is. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. One and one. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Now here it comes. To 2-2 now. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Wow, that's the case right there where pitcher knows this guy's up there. He's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung it.
Temperatures rising.
At the plate, Jason Dominguez. And he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping in now, Mark Kobayashi. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3, and this game is still tied at 2-2. We are into extra innings, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Eduardo Fernandez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's the pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And the pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Standing in now, Jorge Polanco, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. A ball and a strike.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Here's another 2-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Into the box now, Kevin Newman, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Comes set, the 0-1. Now a pitch popped up. Should be enough room for Perez behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. Score remains 2-2.
Faces all around.
Stepping in, Eloy Jimenez. Could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Hey, great job pounding his own strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. Hit hard up the middle. And this is going to get through into center, so there's your possible winning run aboard on the leadoff single. So now with a potential matchup problem ahead, you get a look at what options remain in the Brewer bullpen. So now to the plate, Justin Dean. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Ball foul. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. Hit hard towards the hole. And that's through for a hit. And some trouble now in right field. Problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Digging in, Salvador Perez. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter. Ring come through right here. The chance to be the hero.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire.
Here's the first pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that winning run stays at third with one away now.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and it kind of got there, and it falls completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Now in the box, Art Park. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. Here's the first pitch, and a fastball's in there for strike one.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Grounded to the right. Fielded cleanly. There's one. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Isaiah Hurst takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 15, Isaiah.
Ian Happ will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Number 8, Ian Happ.
Now the pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
Into the box, Kyle Tucker. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Hits this one hard the other way. Scooped up. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are two away now. Sliding into the box, Sherten Apostle, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here's the first pitch to him. Two out, nobody on. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. And there's ball three. Set to deliver on 3-0. And he lays off ball four. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Three of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Digging in, Elliott Law. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. It looked like the fastball got away from him there. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman.
Your attention, please. Pinch running at first for the Brewers. Number 29, Sam Haggerty.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Runner back safely. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. He's running. Pitch outside the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Sam Haggerty will stay in the game, taking over at third base and batting in that 9 spot. Sal Romano takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th. Ronnie Mauricio will be the first one greeting here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Now here's the pitch. Here comes the 1-0. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Happ is right there, 1 down. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
1 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
It was obvious when the count went at 2-0 they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hit.
Top of the lineup, stepping in, Jason Dominguez. Got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. Here's the first pitch.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
The 0-1 lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Grounder down the line at third. He's got it to second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
No real chance from the roll 2 that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
Digging in the switch hitter, Mark Kobayashi. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Here's the first pitch.
That's the ball.
Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Runners off for second. In there. Now the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
Here's the 1-1. Line towards center field. Happ is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 11 innings in the books now, and we are tied 2-2. Trevor Rosenthal gets the ball as he'll take over to start this 12th inning.
Number 40.
On to the 12th frame in this one, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Elliott Law. Pitch on the way. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. The 1-0.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Three and 0. We see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. 3-0 pitch.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
The 3-1. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away. Programming note to pass along here. Due to the length of our ball game tonight, the Jody Kelsey show will not be seen this evening, so that we can bring you the conclusion of this ball game. Doggone. So striding forward now, Nick Dini. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Change of speed there, but it's taken for a ball. 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Here now the 2-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home. Popped him up. Jimenez in foul ground. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Fouled off. Pays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Stepping in, Scott Kingery. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. And this is knocked down on the mound. While the throw pulls him off the bag. On to second, but it's a wide throw, and the shortstop can't recover.
Now batting, the right fielder, Eduardo Fernandez.
Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Eduardo Fernandez. Here's the first pitch.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Runners are at first and second with one away. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2 balls and a strike to count. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Well, he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the 3-2 pitch. This pitch is popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Boy, you know, Dero, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
The second for one, relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So it's no runs on a base hit, also 1 error in the inning, but 2 men left on. Still 1 run can win this thing as we move ahead to the bottom of inning number 12. And we are tied 2-2.
Faces all around me.
Bottom of the 12th inning now. The dangerous power threat. Emo in the minute.
Ship to come, but our ship's not coming back.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher. Just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 now. Here it comes, the 3-0. And the winning run will reach. It's a leadoff walk to start the home half in an extra inning.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Justin Dean. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. One there, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out.
Love is a burning thing.
So a runner at first now with one away. And up
And
next,
it's
the
making
former World Series
a
hero,
fire
Salvador
ring.
Perez. Here's the first pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And the pitch misses low and away for ball two. Possible winning run on first, one man away. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Back to first. It's a double play. And we've got more baseball coming our way as the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Time to put the coffee pot on. 13th inning coming up. And we are tied 2-2. Aaron Bummer takes the hill now to begin the lucky 13th inning.
Number 39, Aaron.
Into the box, Kevin Newman. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie.
Kevin Newman.
He's set and the pitch.
Goal that time.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2.
Next up, 2-2.
This is line to left. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
At the plate now, Ian Happ. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. The 0-1. And he pops up the bunt attempt. There to make the catch is Jimenez, and there's one away.
The left fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
Riding in once again, Kyle Tucker. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate, Sam Haggerty, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Here's the 1-0. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. None left for Milwaukee. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Last half of the 13th inning set to go. And set to go is the second baseman, Jurickson Profar. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first down. Way. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. The windup and the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fernandez is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Keep your eyes on me, apply. Get it, don't be timid when you win it, die. Love a bump, live alone, need it. Say, I wanna be.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Marty Mauricio. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
This is why you like it, baby. Come and get this.
First delivery to him on the way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Hit sharply toward the right side, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. Stepping in now, Alexi Castillo. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's set. The 0-1. In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And a huge mistake as that's going to move the winning run into scoring position.
Well, this inning was looking routine, and then with 1 base hit and a wild pitch later, things are looking a lot different. Now a base hit scores a run, got to reset on the mound and make some good pitches here.
The 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Tucker is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. Royals leave one, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Standing in, Sam Haggerty, and he'll be the one to begin the inning.
The third baseman, Sam Haggerty.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Mm, 2-0. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Elliott Law waits on deck. Ready with the 3-1. Possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Coming to the plate now, Elliott Law. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first, and the runner back safely. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's too high.
The Royals get some action in the bullpen going now as a left-hander starts to throw. Now a throw over, runner back standing. That's wide, 2-0.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. 2-1.
1 strike.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Standing in now, Nick Dini, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Digging in to try it again, Scott Kingery. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. A ball and a strike now. First and second now, one man out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now the 1-2 pitch.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Yeah, and I can speak from experience, and I can tell you, on a night like this, it's tough to get a good grip on the ball. It's a little frigid out there, and he might have lost a little bit of feeling in his fingers. Never easy to make a good throw when that's the case.
Touki Toussaint is going to finally make an appearance in this one as he'll take over in the 14th inning. Fernandez will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. Bases are loaded with only one out. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time, 1-2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
In now, Jorge Polanco. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He comes into this appearance 1 for 6 on the ball game. Ready with the 0-1. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. The 1-1 pitch.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Two out, bases loaded. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Kevin Newman would be next. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full 3-2. Oh, and he misses for ball 4, and he's forced in the go-ahead run. So coming to the plate, Kevin Newman, 3 for 6 in the ballgame to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss on a ball inside, 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Here's the 1-2. Popped him up. Jimenez is there for it. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1 run scores here in the frame. So a run on no hits, and they wind up leaving the bases loaded. And now this crowd finds their club behind the 8 ball here as they don't want to wind up on the losing end of this thing. It's the Brewers 3 and the Royals 2. Bernardo Fernandez enters from the pen now as they've saved their closer until this deep into extra innings. Jason Dominguez will be the first one to greet him as they have the turnaround and back from the right side of the plate here.
It's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Hit hard back up the middle. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Royals have their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
So now to the plate, Mark Kobayashi. He'll square around the bunt, then pull back for ball 1. They'll be looking for something you could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The 1-0. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. Throw goes to first here, so it works just as they drew it up. And now the possible tying run is in scoring position at second. Ready for another shot now. Eagle Jimenez. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. First pitch on its way. Too high, 1-0. Well, the pitch, a little over-anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
3-1.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Heading out towards shallow right. Fernandez will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. So here's the Royals DH, Justin Dean, runner in scoring position with Savannah. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike 1, 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. KC down to their final strike in this one. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Well, it took about a game and a half to seal this deal, but they took the lead in the top of the 14th and hung on for the road win in the bottom of the 14th. That's a real team builder right there.
One last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game. And the man you see here was a key contributor, so he takes it home in this one.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.
Now you ought to know I'm wearing in. We just went from dive bars to the Coliseum. Man, he's a try-hard, wouldn't want to be him. PG, I'm the GM. Go ahead, copyright it to him. Go ahead, copyright it. Nah, I wouldn't want to say too much. We ain't take her from you, now she came to us. Ain't no steak dinner, but we made do brunch. 2-4 on the beat, you know he came through clutch. No, he came through clutch.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Brewers win the World Series opener and take a 1-0 lead. Sal Romano is credited with the win. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.